Giants versus Cowboys. 5 players pays out 22x on flip. Let's get it. Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott rushing yards is at 26.5. I don't like that at all. So I'm playing Ezekiel Elliott receptions at 1.5, and we're taking the over. He only got 1 catch in the Baltimore game, but in versus Cleveland and New Orleans, he has 2 receptions. We take him to go over 1.5 receptions tomorrow night against the Giants, or tonight against the Giants. Whatever. My next player is going to be Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary let's go see what his rushing yards is at. Devin Singletary rushing yards is at 60.5. While I like that also, he only didn't go over in the Minnesota game. It's at 60.5. I like the over here, but the play that I took was his receptions. I'm pretty positive. I took the receptions over 2.5. He had 4 in the Cleveland game, 1 against Washington, and 4 in the Minnesota game. Give me Devin Singletary to go over 2.5 catches. My next player is Dak Prescott. Let's look at Dak Prescott passing yards. It's at 263 on flip. He had 379 against Baltimore. He went over against New Orleans. Did not go over against Cleveland. And the line is at 263. And then let me go show you Dak Prescott versus the Giants in the last few games. He had 4-4 the last time he faced them last year in November. But you have noticed that not many quarterbacks has gone over 300 yards so far this season. Anyway, I don't think outside of Dak Prescott doing it last game, they was coming back though. They were down the whole game. It was passing all of the second half. You know what I mean? But he did have 373 yards. I like the over there also, but the play that I'm taking is passing touchdowns over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Dak Prescott over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He didn't get that against Cleveland or New Orleans in that blowout. He had 2 touchdowns against Baltimore. I think he goes for 2 touchdowns against the Giants tonight. And then Daniel Jones. Let's go see Daniel Jones passing yards. Daniel Jones passing yards line is set at 202.5. I obviously am not playing this line. I don't even know if I like the over or under on this Daniel Jones passing yards. But what I do like is for Daniel Jones to throw a pick. He hasn't thrown. Listen, he threw 2 picks in the first game against Minnesota in a blowout. But Minnesota looks to be one of the better teams in the league. No pick against Washington. No pick against Cleveland. Daniel Jones is throwing a pick. He's due. Daniel Jones ended the season 5 straight. In the end of the season. Not to end the season, but he went 5 straight games throwing a pick. Threw 2 in those. He threw 2 against Minnesota. He had gone 2 games without throwing a pick. Give me Daniel Jones to throw a pick. And look, I have one more play. This is the only play that I'm concerned about. And it's Raheem Nunez to get a sack. Now, look, that sack line isn't on here, but it's on the slip, and I'm going to go show you that slip. But first, his tackles and assist line is at 2.5. I like the over. 3 straight every game, he's got over 2.5 tackles and assists. I'm saying he doubled in that on average. It says the last 5. Just look at that. Obviously, we only had 3 games, but it's hitting at 80%, averaging 3 tackles. I guess that was the playoffs right there or whatever. That's my 5 pick. Let me go show you the slip real quick. Whoa. Oh, we'll go check out some sharp plays on Daily Grind Fantasy. But let me go show you what happened. Oh, here it is. I don't know why it look like that. It don't show the odds up here, but it's different because it's the same game parlay. But Cowboys versus Giants. Ezekiel Elliott to go over 1.5 receptions. Devin Singletary to go over 2.5 receptions. Dak Prescott, 2 passing touchdowns. Daniel Jones to throw a pick. And Raheem Nunez to get a sack. Why Raheem Nunez? Let me go back to the board and show you. This is Daily Grind Fantasy. You already know. He's the top sharp play at the moment of me selecting this. He was the top sharp play for tomorrow. It's at plus 365. I also have this play on another slip. Obviously, I've been putting in a ton of slips here. I'm gonna hit refresh and see if anything changes. And this is live. It's still the most valuable play for tomorrow night. So I'll put it with those plays for a same game parlay on the Thursday night football game. Now, while we're here, the only reason I'm not streaming is because the value isn't where I want it to be at, where it wasn't when I started. Because obviously the closer I get to the football days, Friday, Saturday, Monday, there are more NFL plays or college plays that we haven't found. But you know, it's still flooded with a lot of CS2 at the top here. And then that's on Prize Picks. On Underdog, you got the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. It's just not a ton of value outside of just these esports plays that are only compared to Hot Streak at the moment. You know what I'm saying? If you guys did not know, Sleeper now offers CS2 plays, and you can find those on both Daily Grind Fantasy as well as projections on Pick Finder. Let me go and see if anything is. This is the Underdog. See, nothing for the NFL. Like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this out. And select NFL, see if we have anything for tomorrow. And we got Bo Nix pass attempts over. That's for Sunday. I'm gonna get to all of that, but nothing for the game tomorrow, and just for the NFL period, not a ton of value. So this is why I've been if I don't get any sharp plays, let me check Boom Fantasy. If I don't have any sharp plays from Daily Grind Fantasy, some baseball tomorrow. I'm not covering, I hadn't put in any baseball slips, but just not a ton of value from the sharp plays unless it's on Fliff. Like, Fliff has been king value right now. I've played a ton of these, almost all of these, but that's my Thursday night same game parlay for you. But because I don't have a ton of sharp plays on Prize Picks, Underdog, places that I usually play at, I've been playing a ton more on Fliff because I get to play straight plays, straight bets on Fliff. And I suggest Fliff for any and everyone. There's a link in the description below. You get 100% deposit match. And Daily Grind Fantasy spits out sharp plays for them all day long. It's the only app that has this much value all day long. And outside of that, I go over to Pick Finder. This is pickfinder.app. Use code ReallyRico, 10% off the life of your subscription. Pick Finder provides me with historical data and analysis for even if I want to dig into my sharp plays or just find other trending plays when I don't have enough sharp plays to play. And it offers plays from Fliff, Prize Picks, Underdog, and Sleeper, which just CS2 for now. Look, see if anything is up. That's crazy. Soon as Sleeper drops CS2, Daily Grind Fantasy is pulling it, and pickfinder.app is also pulling it. So that's impressive to see as someone who wants to dig into their CS2 plays, especially when I see the sharp play is only compared to Hot Streak. But again, look at the most valuable play on the board. I put that bitch on the 5-pick entry. I think I got another Fliff play that I already played. Let me go here. I think I do. If you didn't catch this, you better catch it. 5-pick entry from the same game parlay Thursday night football. But if I unlock this, I'm pretty positive. I hope I put it in here. No, I didn't. I sure didn't. Unless it's this one. Oh, this is from last night. This did not smack. DJ Hurts did not go over 4.5 Ks. Chris Sale game got postponed. Dansby Swanson, I don't even know. I think he got a hit. I don't even know. But the San Francisco Giant game obviously did not go our way. But you see, it was plus 595. But you get it, bro. I hope you get it while we play these. You know what I'm saying? For 25x for $2. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I thought I had my other play up, but you gotta make sure that you are. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell on so you don't miss these videos. I will be streaming again. Don't get it twisted. It's just there's not a ton of value out. I'd rather make a 10-minute video show you exactly what I'm playing, as opposed to streaming for an hour and a half trying to waiting for the short plays to refresh. You know what I'm saying? And before I even get out of here, I would like to go back and see if anything's refreshed so that we can play. But I've already been through this. It isn't. This is Prize Picks. I mean, this is for Sunday. Nothing for tomorrow. And most of them, not all of them, but you see the CS2 plays. They got Jahmyr Gibbs to go under a touchdown. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I like Dalton Kincaid under 4 receptions. You know what I'm saying? But that's for Sunday. That's for Monday. You know, outside of that, it's just esports. And then on Underdog, it's the same thing for esports. But I like to meticulously grab my esports sharp plays, dig them up in Pick Finder. You know what I mean? And then make my decision from there. There's a couple. I like Byron Buxton to go over 2 total bases. But that's on Underdog, and it's only got Paul Goldsmith over 2 bases. Do I got another 3-pick entry to drop on Underdog? No, not for. I mean, just for tomorrow. Let me hit MLB real quick. You already know. Bang. I gotta remember I'm not streaming. This is a video. But I didn't think so. Maybe. Mason Wynn under 2 total bases. Bobby Witt under? No, I don't like that. But you see the value diminishes quickly. This is MLB. You know what I'm saying? And NFL for tomorrow. I put NFL just to see what tomorrow games have. Nothing. Not one play from tomorrow is a sharp play. Dak Prescott under 276 passing and rushing, but it's not valuable. Not that play. But you see what I did to create my 25X with the 5 picks I selected on a ticket. Matter of fact, let me make sure if anybody need to see that picture one more time. Oh, I think I changed it. That's from yesterday. And this is it. Again, Ezekiel Elliott over 1.5 catches. Devin Singletary over 2.5 catches. Dak Prescott to throw 2 touchdowns. Daniel Jones is due to throw a pick, bro. Know what I mean? And then, my man, Raheem Nunez, Roches, to get a sack, to cap that. I'm ReallyRico, you already know. Let's get this dough, bro. Peace. I'm out. Just stop.